When atheists raise this topic of the problem of evil, it's a strangely self-contradicting assertion from their own point of view. Let's think about this. Atheists, by and large, perhaps not all of them, but I still probably have to meet an atheist who doesn't believe in the theory of evolution. In fact, for atheists, the theory of evolution, for them, is one of the strongest arguments that they use to rationalize that we don't need a creator. We have sufficient explanation from natural causes to explain the wide variety of life that we find on our planets. Of course, it's worth noting that evolution, or the process of evolution, does nothing to be able to explain the fine-tuning of the universe. It does nothing to explain the alternation of the night and the day, the distance of the Earth from the Sun, the exact composition of the gases in our atmosphere, the chemical properties of water, the various forces that operate within the universe within such a fine degree that it would be very strange to imagine how such precision could be a product of random events. So evolution doesn't do anything to explain those things. It can't. However, still atheists, for them, the theory of evolution is a strong argument that they use in order to try and show that God is at least not as necessary as believers think he is. However, if you believe in the theory of evolution, then you must also believe that human beings are just a product of random mutation of DNA that is evolved through natural selection. And the question here is, as an atheist, where do you get the idea of evil from in the first place? Because since we human beings are merely animals, perhaps slightly sophisticated animals or advanced animals, but just the same, we are just animals, and therefore we are just a product of the natural causes. It's very beneficial to be able to highlight this through a specific example. Oh, what is that? Beeping. It's good to highlight this through a specific example. The specific example I'd like to give, for example, is, you just watch any documentary, okay, about a nature program of one animal fighting and killing and eating another. So let's take the herds of wildebeest in the Masai Mara Park that goes between, or the Serengeti, as it's called, between Tanzania and Kenya. And these wildebeest migrate, and one of the things, I'm sure you've probably seen it, there comes a time when they cross a certain river and the crocodiles know that it's time, right, for these wildebeest to cross, and they're just waiting there to, it's just dinner time, right? Now, we don't sit there and look at the crocodiles and say, oh my God, look at that evil crocodile eating that wildebeest. He's so evil and wicked. You might think that because the crocodiles are sort of a bit slimy and reptilian and a wildebeest is a mammal, but, that's ridiculous. They're just doing what crocodiles do. When a lion jumps on a helpless little gazelle and rips its throat open with blood spewing everywhere, you don't say, what a wicked lion. The lion is just doing what the lion does. When the male shark forces itself upon the female shark, it basically rapes the female shark. Well, we don't call it rape, we don't consider it to be evil. That's just what sharks do. So here is my question. Where does evil come in if we are just evolved? Surely human beings are just doing whatever human beings have evolved to do. So if we gas 6 million Jews, we slaughter each other in Rwanda, we rape, we murder, we steal, we're just doing what human beings do. We've evolved to do that. So using the argument of evil is hypocrisy from the point of view of the atheist, because in reality there is no morality, there is no such thing as good and evil. If you are truly an atheist and you believe in evolution, morality is an artificial construct.